Now before I begin this video, I want to say that after waiting for so long, I wasn't sure if Marshall will ever launch a pair of truly wireless earbuds. The Marshall Mode 2 wireless earbuds is their first entry into the genre, 5 years after this became a thing. Seriously, Marshall, what took you so long? Now, to be honest, I stopped waiting a long time ago because the market was swamped with great products from so many brands like Sony, Bose, Jabra, Sennheiser, the list goes on. So, are the Marshall Mode 2 wireless earbuds too little, too late? To find out, we're gonna look at its features, sound quality, phone call quality, and Bluetooth audio lag for gaming and watching videos using the popular Sony WF-1000XM4 as our benchmark. Who knows, maybe after waiting for so long to launch these earbuds, they might be able to leapfrog over the mistakes that other brands made. The Marshall Mode 2 wireless earbuds mirrors the same signature look and feel of other Marshall headphones. The case is wrapped in a vinyl texture and it's also slim and small enough to slip easily into your pocket. Inside, there is a brass button to put the earbuds into pairing mode. The position of its USB Type-C port, it's on its narrow side, which is the first I've seen of it. The earbuds are a matte black with brass accents on metal surfaces, again very Marshall. These are very small earbuds, but they fit pretty well. Not as tight or as snug as the Sony's, but it's good enough for most purposes. It features Bluetooth 5.1, IPX5 water resistance, and the case is also water resistance rated at IPX4. They've got up to 5 hours of battery in the earbuds and an extra 20 hours in its case, and it has wireless charging too, which will work with any Qi-compatible charging pad. They've got touch controls on the earbuds and a transparency mode that gets the microphones to pass through ambient sound for better situational awareness. It is supported by the Marshall Bluetooth app that lets you EQ its sound to your liking and get software updates for it. So it seems like Marshall is getting a lot of things right in terms of design, specs, and features. These are currently one of the only earbuds to support aptX audio streaming. So on Android devices, you're gonna get better sound quality that's comparable to AAC on iOS, but it doesn't support AAC. So iOS users are gonna have to make do with the base SBC audio codec stream. In terms of sound quality, the Mode 2 has that signature glowy Marshall sound. What I mean is that unlike the Sony's, which is pretty focused on flat precision in the mids, the Marshalls have a noticeable reverb in the mid-range, and it seems like its upper bass range glows into the mids, yet it still retains good track separation in that particular area. Its high frequencies are well controlled. A little shrill at higher volumes, yes, but if you listen to your music at moderate volume levels, say 50 to 70%, it sounds sparkling and clean in the treble. I would describe its sound staging as sounding pretty detailed, yes, but a bit more closed in and intimate rather than spacious and airy. So it is gonna bring out the best of high intensity music like rock music, house music, and electronica. It doesn't have bass that extends very deep or hits very hard, so bass heads might not like these so much out of the box, but I found that you can improve its bass performance by using, number one, bigger ear tips. The Marshalls come with 4 different sizes, so feel free to choose. Or you can also bump up its bass in the Marshall app using the graphic EQ or EQ presets. My personal favorite preset is called Rock, a classic V-shaped EQ that adds more gravity to the mids and bumps up the liveliness of the tracks. But you can go right ahead and try which one suits your taste better, or you can even create your own EQ presets. Right now, we're going to compare the phone call quality between the Mode 2 and the Sony WF-1000XM4 earbuds. As usual, I'm going to play some really loud cafe-style background noise to simulate making a phone call in a noisy cafe and record a voice memo on my phone. Background noise, Marshall Mode 2 wireless earbuds, record. I'm now making a phone call in a noisy place using the Marshall Mode 2 wireless earbuds. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but the dog lifted up its leg and kicked the fox right in the belly. Ouch! Background noise, Sony WF-1000XM4, record. I'm now making a phone call in a noisy place using the Sony WF-1000XM4. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but the dog lifted up its leg and kicked the fox right in its belly. Ouch! The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but the dog lifted up its leg and kicked the fox right in the belly. Ouch! The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but the dog lifted up its leg and kicked the fox right in its belly. Ouch! Well, I think it's pretty clear that in spite of the issues that I have with the Sony's phone call quality, it simply outperformed the Marshalls in terms of phone call quality in noisy places. Let's just face it, its background noise cancelling was quite a lot better. It was far quieter in the background, and my voice was amplified quite a bit louder on the Sony's from the get-go than the Marshalls. The Marshalls, well, it seems like it was taking a bit of time trying to react. So it took a good few seconds before the noise gate kicked in and my voice was properly amplified above the background noise. But even so, my voice didn't sound as clean or as loud as on the Sony's. So in terms of phone call quality in noisy places, the Sony's take the cake. But I have no doubts that if you were to make phone calls in quiet places, the Marshalls will do just fine. Right now, we're going to look at how much Bluetooth audio lag these earbuds have when playing video games and watching videos on both Apple and Android devices with the XM4 earbuds as our benchmark. The Apple device that I'm going to use is the iPhone SE 2020. For Android, I'm going to use the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. First, the gaming audio lag test. As a reference point, let's see what the internal latency looks like on the iPhone SE. This is audio straight for the iPhone speaker. Now the Marshall Mode 2, then the Sony WF-1000XM4, and then we'll repeat the same test on the S21 Ultra. So on the iPhone, both the Marshalls and the Sonys have exactly the same level of latency. But on Android, the Marshalls have a little more lag than the Sonys. But please note that this only applies to playing video games or real-time content on your phone. If you're watching videos on your phone using apps like YouTube or Netflix, you're not likely to get much or any lag at all because these apps have their own latency correction that automatically delays the video so that it synchronizes better with the audio, like so. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Aaron. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about the improvements that the just announced iOS 15 will bring to the AirPods Pro and AirPods Max. There are 5 improvements that were announced at WWDC, like conversation boost, announced notifications. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Aaron. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about the improvements that the just announced iOS 15 will bring to the AirPods Pro and AirPods Max. There are 5 improvements that were announced at WWDC, like conversation boost, announced notifications, In conclusion, although Marshall may be late to the game, well, extremely late to the game, in many ways, they have really outdone themselves here and created a very compelling product. For example, I like its design. It's stylish, it's rock and roll, great sound quality too, good range of features and specs, and something that I didn't mention earlier, these fit really well in my ears. Very comfy. There are some areas though that I would like to see some improvements on. I mean, it doesn't support AAC, so it could have sounded better on iOS, and I wish it had more battery in the earbuds, even if it meant increasing the size of the earbuds. It doesn't have onboard volume controls. Now, this is something that is important to me because my phone is often in my pocket where it's not very convenient to keep reaching into my pocket and adjust the volume. And while using them outside, I noticed that signal drops do happen. Well, they rarely happen, but when they do, they often happen near places like traffic lights or in very busy places with a lot of people. Still, by releasing a product so late into the game, Marshall has avoided many of the mistakes that other brands made with their own wireless earbuds. And the Mode 2 is a very compelling product if you're looking for something with good sound quality, stylish looks, and a great range of very competitive features. Highly recommend that you check them out. The Marshall Mode 2 wireless earbuds, $199 US. By the way guys, if you want me to compare them to other earbuds like the Jabra Elite Active 75T or the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro, let me know in the comments. Next up, there's gonna be more comparison videos like this one, so if you don't want to miss out on those videos, hit subscribe right now and ring the notifications bell because this is the only way YouTube will notify you of new content from this channel. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I want you to slap that like button and share this video with your friends and family. A big shout out to my Lawless gang who supports this channel by contributing $1 or more per month through the crowdfunding website Patreon. By supporting my work on Patreon like these guys, not only can you help keep this show going, you gain some pretty cool rewards too. And at the highest tier level, you can even get free merch. So please join me on Patreon if you want to support my work. Link is in my description box. More videos coming up soon, so don't go away.